What it do? What's happening? Man? This is another episode of Universal Thought Podcast, where we share universal thoughts, ideas, concepts, philosophies, and all around good conversations, man. Appreciate that. I'm actually need. Oh, never mind. I got a lighter. Get your lighter. We got a special guest in the house, man. First off, I met this brother through a friend of mine. I love running into people that, have, that I share the same ideas and concepts with, especially when it comes to business. And this is a real live, self-made entrepreneur, self-made millionaire, heavy into politics. He's a minister, so he loves the Lord. You dig what I'm saying? He's the owner of Fat Charlie down here in Harbor Town. So if you ever in downtown in the Harbor Town area, definitely come down to Harbor Town. We're gonna be putting the address in the video. But without further ado, man, we got Mr. Willie Richardson in the house, man. What's going on, bro?
Hey, man, how y'all doing, man?
Hold on, first of all, let me give you a.
Yes,
oh,
man, come on now, come on.
Welcome, man.
Come on now. Yeah, we good. Appreciate y'all, though.
Ain't no problem, man. How you been, man?
Everything is good, man. You know what I'm saying? Life is good, man. I always tell people that I'm doing better than deserve, for sure. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just truly appreciative and thankful for the opportunities that I've been afforded to be in the position that I'm in, and I don't take that lightly because I understand that it doesn't have to be that way.
Already. Yep. I ain't want to leave out my co-host, man. We just excited to be here with you, man. Chris, what's going on with you, bro?
Nothing much. In between the sky and earth.
Already.
That's it.
Big Dre, what it do?
What's going on, guys? Y'all, everybody good?
Yes, sir. Well, first off, man, we gotta acknowledge this. We just had an election, so we ain't gonna just let that, go past, man. We just had an election, so if you happen, clap. Oh, sorry, my bad. I didn't mean to push out. I didn't mean to do that to you.
Let me say this right here. There's a lot of elements that were involved in that situation. We always say that hindsight is 20/20. Things could have been done differently, being more proactive, but we try to adhere and honor the systems and the policies that are given to us. And so President Joe Biden did what he thought was the best for the country, but I also believe that the only thing that I would do in hindsight is to probably bow out gracefully a little bit earlier. You're looking at Kamala Harris, who only had 100 days really to campaign. So, I think if she had more time, then you might have seen a different outcome.
I agree.
I agree with you. So I'm assuming that you was going for.
I'm the vice chair of the Democratic Party of Shelby County. So, I'm a diehard, Democrat that believes in democracy. I believe in treating everybody fairly, not labeling people. I believe that everybody deserves to be able to live the American dream. And some people don't believe that policy. And so when you look at the voter turnout, and people say, well, black people didn't vote. Well, you're talking about nationwide, only 13% of African Americans are in this country. And of that 13%, 7% vote. So it's not much impact that we could have had. We did turn out, we did vote. When you look at the demographics, you look at the numbers, we showed up, but that's not going to be enough, when it comes to getting things done in our country.
True.
Right.
And I think also that the narrative that was pushed that she was a black female was a bad campaign. You know what I'm saying? Because people look at things from a racial standpoint, and if we're trying to remove racism, then we can't be categorizing people from a skin color standpoint or a gender standpoint, for that matter. What I've always said when she was running was that I'm not voting for Kamala because she's a black woman.
Right.
I'm voting for her because she's the most qualified candidate on this ticket. And if we look at qualifications, then she supersedes President Donald Trump. But with the narrative out there, if it was the other way, they made it, in my opinion, look like it was a race war.
Yeah.
I'm with you. You know, we on the podcast, man, on the Universe Star podcast, we offer perspective. So I'm gonna agree to disagree with you, you know. But when it comes to politics, everybody has their own, you know, their concepts and how they look at things.
What's your take on it, bro?
You had to ask me. Well, the thing is about me, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I pay attention to what people do. I do feel like there was a lot of moving parts that I felt like Kamala did lack on, but I also felt me personally, I didn't feel like she was, you know, qualified to run. For one, you know, she was already, if most people will agree that we're not in a thriving economy right now. Okay, so she was a part of that administration. So we was able to see what she was able to do within these last 4 years. We also was able to see what Trump did. I don't think too many people had too many complaints outside of the fact that the media was painting him out to be a racist, right? Okay. I also didn't prefer Trump in the beginning when he first ran, but at some point I started paying attention to what he was actually saying as opposed to paying attention to what, you know, touch him on, you know, all the stupid stuff he said. Right. There was some things that I knew that he was getting to, and there was a reason why they was trying to impeach him, put him in jail, shoot at him. There's a reason for that. Yeah. And especially when he mentioned the deep state, most people don't talk about the deep state. Right. So that's elite talk. Right.
I think that when you talk about economy, yeah, everybody wants to thrive economically. And I also believe that, you know, the vice president doesn't have much say-so in her term, right? I mean, she's the second in command, right? You know, she don't do much. You know, when you think about when Biden was Obama's vice president, you didn't know what Joe Biden did, you know what I'm saying? So I think that when a person gets the opportunity to sit in that seat, you have to give that person the opportunity to become an individual. Right now, as a vice president, even as the vice chair of the Democratic Party, my job is to support the chair. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean that we have the same ideas always lined up, and I may have a different concept if I were chair, but that's not my issue at that moment. My obligation is to support the person that's in charge, and I think that's what she was doing.
Right. I also believe that I don't think every policy that Biden signed off, I don't think she was down for everyone, but like he just said, as a vice president, you're supposed to bag up your president.
Man, look, if you're a manager of a business and you got an assistant manager, the assistant manager don't buck up to the manager, he get fired. Exactly. And if the heat comes down, it's like, hey, it wasn't me, it's the manager. Right. Same thing with the president or anything else that you do in this world, right? Husband and wife, right? The husband is the president, the wife is the vice president. If the husband's saying we're gonna take all our money and put it into this idea, she co-signs it. If it don't work, it's not a reflection on her. She's just supporting the vision. Yeah. But if he dies and she's the head of her own household, she may do things totally different.
Yeah, she go another different route.
Let me ask you this then. So you believe that the vice president really doesn't have too much of a say so other than to reinforce what the president's doing, right?
Absolutely. I mean, they get certain chairs and everything that they oversee and stuff like that, but the big stuff, the president wants to take credit for that.
Okay. Yeah. Just to let you know, the vice president is just a tiebreaker. If some is getting voted in between the House and Senate, that's the only
real power to have.
The only power to have is to be a tiebreaker.
And I'm glad you said that. So y'all do know that she was the tiebreaker between the House and the Senate on whether or not they passed the American Rescue Bill that Biden was gonna passed, but she was the tiebreaker and she voted against it, and that's why we went into inflation. So I'm glad you said that, because that's another reason. That was kind of one of the initial reasons why I was like, well, why are we, I guess we're gonna ignore it. There's a lot of things we ignore if we feel like we're on the side of right.
Are you against inflation?
Am I against inflation? Yeah, I'm against inflation. If we can do something about it, yeah.
Prices go up. I remember being in college at UT Chattanooga, and gas was 89 cents a gallon. I never forget that. You can't have gas right now in 2024 at 89 cents a gallon. Lifestyles change, increases in every situation, and you're making more money. So there's inflation is inevitable, right? And cities and states that try to deter inflation or increases in taxes and things like that, those are our most impoverished cities.
Yeah.
What about the spending though?
People gonna spend money. People gonna spend money. People gonna spend money. Most people don't have the discipline to save money. Everybody's an instant gratification. We're in an instant gratification society now. So even though you know that there may be a rainy day, most people have the mindset to worry about that rainy day when that rainy day occurs. We'll deal with it then. And you only have a few people that have the discipline to be able to say, hey, for every dollar that I make, I'm gonna put back 20 cents.
Yeah.
So,
well, what I meant was, go ahead, Dre.
Pertaining to your statement you made earlier, pertaining to the president we have now, the redhead guy, orange hair, whatever. I'm finding out now y'all can tell me if I'm wrong, I'm finding out now that these checks that he was giving out, that he so-called was the one that got everybody to give out and stuff. I was told that really wasn't his. That was Waters. Is his name Waters?
Maxine
Waters pushed that, and Congress pushed that. And so what he did was, since he couldn't stop it, he attached his name to it to take the credit. So you got people who were getting the checks like, oh man, that's my guy that he did. He did a smart business move right there.
He's a businessman.
Exactly. So everybody.
But more importantly, to my brother's statement, people spend money, right? So we're in a situation where we're in a decline because of COVID and things of that nature, and money's all screwed up, everybody holding to their money. What do you do to boost the economy? You give people money, and they know that the mindset of most people is going to be to take their $1,500 and in 6 seconds it's gone, but it has helped the corporations be able to thrive and survive during turbulent times.
And so that's a plus to him though.
Right. Right.
But now we're not gonna act like, now when I say spending, I'm talking about all the money that has to be spent out to fund these wars. All the money that's because it's a known fact that the Democrats love spending money, and then they have to take up the taxes for us to be able to pay for all the stuff they spending money on. So that's a lot of spending will cause us to go into inflation too. So I don't even think we was able to avoid this.
Right. We're the greatest country in the world.
I believe it.
The safest country in the world. All right? And in order to be safe and to be free and to be able to speak and do your thing, you have to protect the rest of the world. The rest of the world looks up to us as the ideal model for democracy. And when things pop off across the world that we have interest in, then we have to invest money into those deals to keep things safe. You don't want that type of stuff coming onto our soil. And we do a damn good job of making sure that anything that happens outside these borders. You can't imagine what Ukraine and Russia are going through, or what they're going through in Israel and Pakistan. You don't want to see that happening in America, and so that costs money to keep us safe.
I got a question to ask you. As being a Democrat that you are, and I know you support all Democrats, has there ever been a time when you heard a Republican speak and you listen to some of their issues and you kind of want to roll with them, but you don't because of your stands on who you are as a Democrat?
No. See, I'm an individual. I believe in finding common ground with everybody, right? No matter white, black, whatever race you are, whatever gender you are, whatever you identify yourself as, I always believe that you can find common ground. Even with the guy that's you might call crazy, if we sit down and have a conversation, we can lead there with some common ground to move forward. We don't have to agree on everything.
Right.
It's just like you talking about the inflation. So, how do you think Trump's tariff tax law gonna work? How is that gonna help or not help inflation?
You talking to Willie or Kerry?
Talk to me.
Yeah, both of you.
I'll let the Republican go first.
Well, first of all, I'm gonna stay away from the tariff conversation only because he just came out with a statement saying that he was gonna charge 25 and then 50 and then 75 and then he said 100. So I just want to and I just heard that last night. So he hasn't even taken office yet. So I want to get my, I want to understand how that works first before I actually go, to speak about that. But I do know, and I'm not a Republican. Let's not say that. One thing about me, I have conservative ideas, which I think a lot of black people do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think you can pick and choose on each side and make it benefit you, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of where I asked that question.
But I'm for
certain things from another standpoint.
I mean, if it's a good idea, it's a good idea. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay with that. And that's where the hierarchy comes from with the Senate and the House and things of that nature. Like, we have to be able to compromise, to get things done. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody has the 100% of the ideas. I think that if somebody has a good idea, if you say, hey, let's go over here and do this, and it's a good idea, I remove the title of Republican and Democrat at that point and look at it, is it benefiting the people? I'm a people person. So if it don't benefit the people, I'm not with it. Totally.
Speaking of the people, man, you're a self-made guy. I see you have a very nice establishment here, man. We some cigar smokers.
Appreciate that.
What actually inspired? Like, what made you get into the cigar business?
Well, I've always smoked cigars. I saw my family members smoke cigars, you know what I'm saying? And I tell people when I was younger, athletes were not my role model. I had two role models. I had Victor Newman from The Young and the Restless, and I had J.R. Ewing from Dallas.
That sounds familiar.
Those were my two role models. I mean, they did the cool shit. They wore suit and ties, and they called shots, and they smoked cigars, and drank liquor in the office and everything. And I was like, when I get older, my friends were like, I want to be like Jordan. I was like, I ain't never seen Jordan do all that. You know what I'm saying? He did smoke cigars. He does smoke cigars. I love. He smokes the Lagunitas. Is it the Patron or
the Patron? It's Patron.
Yeah. I smoke it.
They say it's the best one of the best ones.
It's good. It's good.
I haven't had it.
It's good. We gotta do that sometime. Yeah.
So how much is the cigar?
I think like 125, 150. It's not expensive.
I'm not right now. I'm not.
Oh, just $125?
Yeah.
I thought you said $125,000.
Oh, no. We ain't smoking nothing like that.
I know this, right?
We ain't got to that point yet.
This cigar better mow my grass.
Yeah. No, that just gotta bring me some dividends.
Yeah,
man. I smoke it, my bank account change.
So what's the most? And I don't mean to get in business, but what's the most expensive cigar you never smoked?
So, I believe in experiences, and I've smoked the most expensive cigar that's known to man, which is the Gurkha His Majesty Reserve. It's $750.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
So that flavor on it, what is it?
It's a 23-year-old tobacco that's grown, and then they put the tobacco leaves in Louis XIII barrels, so it's infused into it. So when you open up that tube and you smell it, it smells like Louis XIII cognac, and it burns really good. And like I said, it's a great cigar, and it's definitely worth doing at least once in your life.
So you are a cigar connoisseur.
I mean, I love cigars. You know what I'm saying? I haven't got to the point where I like to call myself a connoisseur, because it's like wine or anything else. Just when you think you smoked everything, something else comes out that you haven't smoked, and the more exposure you get as you talk to people, you find it like, oh, well, have you smoked this? You're like, no, I ain't never had that. And so you got to continue to elevate to that point. So I think people use the word connoisseur and aficionados loosely, like they use the word boss loosely. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think that takes time and experience and trial and error to become a boss.
And I also agree with you, but I also think that same mentality goes with entrepreneur. You can never stop. You know what I'm saying? You always have to know something, learn something more, keep on going.
Yeah.
And I think it's the same kind of thing. That should flow into that whole thing.
Yeah, like if you're not growing, you're dying, right? So you're a dinosaur at that point. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of my OGs in business, I know they're dying because they don't want to learn about AI and Chat GTP and everything. They're like, man, that stuff right there ain't got time for it. So I was like, you dying. You know what I'm saying? It's a new generation. But I'm in that sweet spot where I'm totally open to learning about AI and Chat GTP and how technology can benefit and lessen the overhead and things of business. So that's just where I'm at with it. Yeah.
Just because it's expensive, that doesn't mean it's a good cigar.
No, not at all. I I went to a seminar this past weekend in the Big Smoke in Las Vegas, and they had a whole hour segment on the reason why some cigars are costing $100 now, and they explained it so they can justify it. But I smoked some $100 cigars that were shitty to me. You know what I'm saying? But I smoked some cigars that were $8 that were amazing. You know what I'm saying? So it really just depends on your profile and everything and what you like to smoke on.
What was shitty about it?
Man, it could be the thing about the way that it's manufactured, so the way that it burns, I'm smoking right now the Monte Cristo Diamond 1935 anniversary. It's a great cigar, and I think it's about maybe $40 a stick or whatever, $25, $40 a stick. But there are also some sticks that I've had. See, people don't know how to do. See.
Well, we go. There's gonna be some phones going off there.
Oh yeah, man. I see my guy Jay Worth on here. He knows I'm a diehard Chiefs fan. He said, "Tell Will Richardson that I can't stand the Chiefs." I don't care.
What's your team, man?
Dallas Cowboys. I know him.
If you was here, I'd give you 5.
Man, he's a troll, man. He be on my page all the time. Just troll. That's all y'all. So I make sure I give him the smoke. How Dak doing?
He's doing terrible.
Yeah, that's them. That's Florida.
Dak said the child team sucks.
Yeah.
On the sideline.
Yeah, but when the quarterback says that, then what is that? That shows better on worse on him. He's okay. Yeah.
Hey, we're not denying that they.
Yeah, we know our team.
We just gonna ride it down.
I ain't one of the delusional fans.
Hey man, I'm just saying it's lonely at the top. I get it. 8-0, it's hard to achieve. Everybody can't do it.
No, everybody can't.
But we do it well. That's all.
What's y'all record? Well, y'all might be good, Andre.
8-0.
Y'all might be good. He out 6 weeks.
Great.
Y'all should have kept. Y'all should have kept Cooper Rush there from last year.
Yeah, for 6 weeks.
Yeah,
he got placed on IR.
Yeah.
Y'all won't lose a game again. Y'all go 6-0.
I hurt myself too about getting paid off. Oh man! Hurt my Achilles.
To me, wasting money, man. That's just my opinion.
Y'all gave that man $250 million. Y'all could have gave me $250, and I'd have gave y'all at least 15 rushing yards. I swear to God. I swear to God.
Let me ask you this then: do you believe in do you believe in or pay attention to the politics in football?
Nah, man, because that's going too deep. You got strength against strength. You got defense against offense, and you got coaches that have great minds that have been doing this game. Man,
look at the game.
What kind of politics?
You really want to enjoy the game. You want to look like that. I mean, you want to go
right. But see, people that lose games, they come up with that. I never thought about that because I'm 8-0. We winning. I don't think about politics when it comes to football.
Let us know you ain't know about it.
8-0.
That's like that's okay. If you ask him what's that pass interference the other night, he said, "No, I don't do the politics."
I'm gonna say it's right here. You can't. A referee can't catch every call.
He can't.
If he caught every call, then the game would be 5 hours long.
Exactly.
It's always a holding play on every call, whether you get caught or not. Is what.
So, what makes your question? Are you a delusional fan?
No, sir.
So, don't you? Okay. So, was that not a pass interference from your perspective? What you saw?
Yeah, it's pass interference. Yeah.
Right.
But they missed the call.
There you go.
But they miss holdings all the time. They miss all kind of stuff.
The officials don't do your job.
No, I'm just saying that if it's close, it's like basketball, like boxing and anything else. We at the 2-minute mark. It's mano y mano. Stop trying to call like just a little petty stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because that compromises the game.
Let them play.
Let them play. Just blatant in your face.
Yeah, we play high school football. What they say? Oh, come on, ref, let them play.
Yeah, let them play.
Let them play.
Yeah.
You gamble on the game?
No, I don't gamble on the game.
You don't gamble on the game?
No, we gonna win. My money be short. It'd be like if I bet on the Chiefs. You're like dollar for dollar. So it don't make sense to do that. But I could have made a shitload of money, but man, betting on them Cowboys this year. I just didn't.
Lord. So we're gonna segue no. I'm at a point now where I just don't even like talking about my team right now, man.
It'd be a fun conversation if we was actually like
input.
input.
If it was yes, it's not fun no more.
Yeah, we can talk about it then.
No, it's not fun.
I don't want to talk to y'all about football. Let's talk about something. Let's talk about
John Morant.
Let's talk about the weather outside.
Let's talk about John Morant.
John Morant.
That's my guy. I sat there and watched his documentary of the turmoils he had to go through. What's your thoughts on? Like, I know you've probably seen him more so recently than I am. What's your tone on? How you think? Did you learn from the lessons, man?
Absolutely. I'm thinking that you lose $50 million, he'll teach you a lesson.
Oh, we showed him.
Yeah. So, but man, like anything else with business and success and everything else, when you first get it, it goes to your head, you don't know how to respond to it, you know what I'm saying? That's why people who hit the lottery end up being broke in 5 to 6 years. They hit for $300 million and they broke in 3 to 4 years because they haven't been accustomed to that type of money. Not only the money, but just the fame of it out. Everywhere you go, people are just going crazy over everything. It goes to your head. And he at the point now where he over that honeymoon period. He know that he has responsibility. He's a role model. And he has to win games. And if he's going to have a legacy and something that he's worked for his entire life through AAU and Murray State and everything else to get to where he's at, he's got to win a ring. So I think he's more focused on that now than ever.
That's what everybody's playing, man.
See how he did LeBron the other day?
Oh my!
Yeah, I seen that.
That look, I like that. But they said that's gonna be a rival.
Oh yeah,
that's gonna be a rival. I love.
The good thing is LeBron done, so it won't be a long ride.
I think LeBron got a little bit more respect for him now.
Oh yeah,
like
for
the
sure.
first game, it was because he a dog, man. Ja, real dog. He got heart. I like that.
And
Ja 7'5" and a 5'10" body, man.
Yeah, he remind me of Iverson the way he get on the court and he gonna be dominant on the court.
He remind me of a mixture of Iverson and Westbrook.
Westbrook, and Derrick Rose.
Yeah, that's
pre-injury.
Yes, and I'm just hoping he don't injure himself though. But that's my team there.
Man,
we as fans like that.
Jay, I never even know you smoke cigars, bro. So now I know you smoke cigars. We're gonna get together and smoke a cigar. It ain't because you a Cowboy fan that I discriminate against you. I just never knew you smoke cigars.
Yes, it is, bro. He ain't on the.
But now that I know you smoke cigars, you're welcome to come to the speakeasy and we'll smoke a cigar and you can tell me all the reasons why the Cowboys are not where they at.
Yeah, Jay, man, come on down here, man. That Charlie's in Harbor Town, anything. Great smoking place. Come on down. I'm a Cowboy fan, so I'm down here now.
Well, how important is it that I guess athletes should learn, especially black athletes, should learn like the business part of it, so that they'll get their money,
Yeah, for sure. I think that with anything that you do in life, the Bible says in all thy ways get understanding. Understand what you got going on, you know what I'm saying? Like, you talented, your family knows you're talented, you got to surround yourself around people that can help you along the way. And a lot of times we try and do this whole thing by ourselves. You can't do it by yourself when you're on that level, right? You need supports. So I say get you a great support system so that you can enjoy your money down the road. Because at the end of the day, these guys that are successful now, in 10 years from now, you won't even mention their names. But they still will be in their 30s, and they will still have to live and thrive to go on to have a better life. So, get that Ferrari if you sign in, saying $250 million. But if your contract is $2 million, you don't get a Ferrari, bro. Get you a Range Rover.
Get something nice.
Yeah.
But rest of that money should be invested and all kind of stuff. So your money should be able to make money.
Yeah.
That reminds you of Elliot Perry, don't it?
A lot of people, man.
He's a smart man.
But Perry bounced back. Perry's smart. Very smart. Got a lot of artwork and everything. You know what I'm saying? And he does a lot in the community. He's on the Grizzlies board, on their staff, so he's making his money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm talking about before he got there. When he left the league, he really doesn't make a lot, and folk was trying to clown him because he was riding around in the expedition. Like,
man, look.
That's
people got to get off of that. Like, stop getting caught up in what somebody else is doing or what you think that person's supposed to be doing. Because some people just not into Ferraris and Lambos and Maseratis, even if they had $500 million. That don't mean that I have to go get one. That might not be what I like to have to drive. My guy, Jeff Bezos. He was riding around the Honda Accord for the majority of the beginning of his business when his business was booming. And they were like, man, you making $2 billion a year, you riding a Honda Accord? He said, it gets me to A to B, right?
That's your whole point.
I want it. You don't want it.
Now, I like you brought that up, but that's a big, so we got a big thinking gap between how like white people display money and how black people display money. It's almost like black people think if you ain't showing it, you ain't really got it.
Right. Man, fuck them folks. For real. Because the people that you trying to impress are the people that don't have it anyway. And they just sitting back trying to see what they can get out for you, and then when your money gone, they gone too.
They gone too.
So man, I tell everybody, I'm very candid, man. Fuck them folks, man. Hey man, you can't count my pockets and you can't tell me how to spend my money. I can't tell no man in here how to spend their money. You see what I'm saying?
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying? So, and just because I decide to walk don't mean I ain't got no money. And just because I got a Ferrari don't mean I got no money.
So how you feel about friends, having friends? And
I don't have friends. I have my circle is very small. I got family and associates.
right,
That's it.
and y'all
I'm
not
too
beefing about money.
I'm too old to have friends. 47 years old, man. I don't have friends. I have people that I can count on from a support system. Then we all are like-minded, going in the same direction. If you want to go to Hawaii, I'm going to New York. We ain't cool. Go to Hawaii. God bless you. I'm going to New York. And I take the people that want to go to New York with me, and we're partners. We're not friends.
There you go.
See, there's no permanent interest, no permanent friends or permanent enemies in life. Only permanent interests. I can hate you today because we don't agree on the Chiefs and Dallas Cowboys. When it comes to Mike Tyson, we can be friends. Yeah. So that's where it's at. No permanent enemies, no permanent friends, only permanent interests. That's how I move.
How much does do you network with a lot of people? How much does networking goes into your business?
Networking is key because you want to surround yourself around like-minded people, or people who have done more than you to inspire you and they can give you and help you. I don't deal with people that brag about things and show things and don't help. You know what I'm saying? If you can't help, then get out the way. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna sit around and watch you dangle money and showcase and brag and beat on your own chest if you're not there to help people. So for me, it's all about helping people. So yeah, networking is key, but it's different between networking and grandstanding. I don't deal with grandstanders.
So if you granted to a young fella that was trying to get into the car business, it's like you have levels like you'll teach him or just
I know. I'm totally transparent. See, what God has for you, He has for you. I can't stop you no way. But my blessings come from helping other people. You see what I'm saying? It's a guy that had a cigar shop around the corner, Afterburners. I went over there and told him, said, hey, look, this is how you got to do it. Before he even opened up, he was like, hey, will you help me? I said, yeah, I gave you everything you need to know. And he was just baffled and dumbfounded that I was giving him all this information. He said, you ain't worried about competition? No. I don't worry about competition because I created my own lane, so my own niche. So whatever I do is what I do. And if you try to duplicate what I do, it may not work for you because it's not your passion anyway.
Right.
See, it's simple stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? We get caught up in a lot of unnecessary stuff. A lot of stuff is a trick of the enemy and pre-programming that the old folks have put into our heads to be against each other. I was at the Big Smoke. I sat up there with Carlito Fuente and Jorge Padron, two big cigar industry makers, and they sit beside each other. They said, this is my brother, man. We don't call each other and look at numbers and see who sold the most cigars. I'm focused on my brand. He focused on his brand. Our kids go on trips together. They play together. They drink together, smoke together. We ain't caught up in that. We the only race that really does that. But we've been programmed to think that. So this go back when we was in slavery and we had to beat each other up to survive. It's in our DNA. But we can break that because if we go back and scale back, then we saw that we were kings and queens and we supported each other. Black Wall Street, Tulsa, we did those things. And so there's some of us still out here, but we have to stand firm and be out in the front and be like, hey man, you with that fuck shit, then we ain't gonna deal with you. We're gonna cut you out. But we're looking for real people that want to be involved in this next movement that takes our generation, our race to another level. And it's only a few of us.
Right.
And I'm okay with that.
Right.
Because it's lonely at the top.
I know that's right.
So how do you think people can re-educate themselves to change their mindset to think that way?
Getting broke. You be broke long enough, you change your mindset. Because if you don't,
Yeah.
Because if you don't, because they say a hard head makes a soft ass.
Yes, sir.
So you just keep on doing it your way. You're gonna do it. I'm trying to tell you, bro. This is how you gotta move. You like, nah, I'm gonna do it my way. Good, go for it.
Yeah.
I wish you all the luck in the world. 10 years from now, hey, bro, what were you saying
Yeah,
about
is your
that?
way still working? Yeah.
Hey, man, yeah, my way still working, man.
Yeah.
And now you got to get with my assistant to get on my books. Because I'm not going to be able to just give it to you like this right now. I got a lot of different things going, you know what I'm saying? So,
Like, what did business actually, what life lessons did actually, like, business teach you when it comes to everyday life?
treat people right. Give people 100%. They deserve 100%. And give people the opportunity to grow. You know, don't try to control people, but give people that experience and the opportunity for their eyes to be open so that they can see what's going on.
Let me ask you this: like, what struggles did you go through to get to this point, though?
Being black, it ain't about height. It's being a black man in America that has a dream, that's wanting to be a productive member of society, and learning how to navigate your blackness and taking pride in your blackness and standing strong through those storms and those adversities and devising ways to overcome it. I find that you become stronger because you have to go a different route than everybody else. Most people are given opportunities. We have to take opportunities and make opportunities. And so with that comes an additional layer of tenacity, perseverance, strength, and the expectation to overcome.
Dig that. Now, you say you don't have friends, man. What about, now when you say partners, do you believe that you can actually do business with friends? Be partners in a business with friends?
No.
Why you say that?
Because eventually what happens is that everybody grows and goes different separate ways. And so, you know, people are here for either a reason or a season. And it's best, the Bible said that a prophet would not be received in his own land. Find some other people. Because your friends will look at it as friendship, right?
Right.
They're going to look at it like, oh, bro, you know what I'm saying? You can't fire your friends. You can fire the hell out of somebody you don't know. You see what I'm saying? You can hold somebody accountable that you don't know. And if that person has the same desires and outcomes that you have, sometimes a lot of the people that you are around, your friends and your family, they just with you by default. So they expect them to get what you get just because they with you. I only roll with people that get what they get because you put the work in. You see what I'm saying? And when you got family and friends around you, you find that you have a lot of yes men, and everybody telling you, yeah, go for it. Hey man, I'm gonna take $1 million, man, and throw it in the air. Man, hell yeah, go for it.
Right.
When you got people that have vetted interest in what you're doing, now, bro, you put that money back. We got to vote on this. You see what I'm saying? And, you know, I mean, and that's been the downfall of a lot of people in success is that, you know, they lean on friendship. You know, John Morant, good brother. He relied on friendship. Friend put a gun out on Instagram. They ain't your friend, bro.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because anybody will be like, hey man, put that gun down because we gotta make money.
Yeah, somebody gonna see this and go, fuck you up.
Almost make me think that you jealous of me doing stuff like
Sabotage.
that. Sabotage.
It seemed like that at one point because he did it twice.
Yeah.
So
He did it twice?
he did it twice.
Yeah, he did it twice. Yeah.
On camera, he did it twice?
What do you think honesty, do you think being honest as a quote unquote friend is a good thing, or I guess how you look at it is? I look at myself as a good thing, but how you look at it?
Yeah.
Honesty.
As a friend?
You know, sometimes you can say something to a friend that they really wouldn't expect it or whatever, but you're being honest.
Yeah.
It may come off as they may take it the wrong way, but you're being honest.
Yeah.
To me, honesty is more important than anything else.
Yeah, man, I mean, at the end of the day, man, it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
2 + 2 is 4. If you think it's 5, I have an obligation to tell you, now let me show you. 1, 2, 3, 4. You still saying it's 5, man, going on. Yeah. Do your thing.
Yeah. I really believe that honesty is so important because if you're a true friend, keep it 100 with me.
Yeah.
Don't sugarcoat nothing.
Yeah.
Don't say something when you really mean something else.
No.
Or whatever.
Just call it what it is. And we all men, so if you fucking up, you fucking up. And we can call it out like that, right?
Yes.
You might be mad that day, but when you go home and look in the mirror, you like, man, okay, man, maybe it was the delivery or how he did it or where he did it. Maybe he did it in front of other guys, and the testosterone and the masculinity has a lot of influence in your decision making. But even when you go home and get in the car, you like, damn, man, Will is telling me the truth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
just call that dude back and say, hey man, I was in my feelings, man. You right, man. You know, I appreciate that. You looking out for me.
That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
You know?
I do feel like it's something
And the truth
that you
hurts.
can. Man,
I've been told a lot of truths. I'm like, I don't want to receive that, but damn, you know, when I get home and lay in the bed, and I'm like, yeah, he was right, man. You know,
Yeah.
I'm saying, wouldn't it be
I've
received
done that
better
myself.
if it was somebody you thought that was closer to you though?
man, you know, you really can't really trust the people that are around you when you're successful, because everybody got a hidden agenda. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's why you hire other people around you, pay people to think they got their own payroll to see you successful.
Right.
But you can pay your family and they still don't want to see you successful.
Hand out.
Yeah. People want to see you do good, just not better than them.
did you have a lot of support in your early days when you was trying to get to a certain level? Did you have any support from like family or, you know, people that you knew?
Minimum. Yeah, minimum. I got a few people that say you can do it. Most people like to harbor on your past and say,
Yes.
you ain't gonna do this because back when you was 10 years old, remember when you broke that one day out?
They stay.
You know, you have to remove yourself from that. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to have clear vision when you're trying to be successful. You got a lot of time for a lot of distractions. There's a lot of distractions in this world, and the majority of your distractions come from your friends and family. You trying to do something, your friends say, let's go to this all-white party. It's gonna be jumping tonight, bro. I'm gonna go home, go. Then tomorrow night, y'all go out, y'all get drunk, you wake over hungover, and you have responsibilities that they don't. So your real friends gonna be like, hey bro, I know you got something to do. You gonna go to bed, let us handle that. Right. Or more important, they gonna be like, you know what, we gonna go to bed too, cause we trying to get where you trying to go. So you know what I'm saying? People that you got on payroll, they're gonna be like, hey, my assistant gonna call me and say, Will, it's bedtime. If I'm in here too long, she's gonna be like, hey, get your ass out of here. You got 5 things on your docket tomorrow.
Right.
And I respect it.
So that same policy, I myself take it in life. You know, we got people that you know, when we were 21, we're not doing the same thing at 40 or something, whatever.
You shouldn't
But
be.
if you still throwing it in my face from what I did at 21, I need to go and let you be out of my life,
Man.
because you can't keep on judging me on something I have what I did in the past. And I've always preached that. I'm like, man, I don't do the same thing.
Yeah, that ain't me no more. You know what I'm saying?
But see, people are not willing to open their eyes and see how you may have changed.
No,
So they want to
no.
keep you locked in a certain way.
Yeah, right. They see that you changed. They don't want you to change.
Yeah.
They liked you better when you made them look good when you was fucking up.
Yeah.
But now
Exactly,
now that I'm doing more, it's putting pressure on you, especially with family and everything. Because you know you got husband and wives and everything, and people see me. Why can't you be like him? So then, I remove myself from all that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I ain't trying to fuck your household up because you ain't willing to do what I do. But your wife want the things that my wife receives, but you just can't do that, and that's cool. But I'm not going to even put it in your face. You ain't going to even see me do it. Because I ain't trying to hang out in divorce court trying to keep up with Will Richardson. You ain't even got my drive, bro.
You know,
That
one of
was
the
like a
things
thought.
I realized. Go ahead, Craig.
Like term people used to use. When you do become successful, is it anybody you feel like you owe something to?
Everybody that I owe something to roll with me still. We're still doing our thing, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's certain situations, you know what I'm saying? People that come across your path, God put people in your life to elevate you. If I see them out in public, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna take care of them and say, hey man, remember back when you don't know that was an intricate piece in my life and you transitioned me and helped me get over that hump. I got your done tonight. But it ain't every day. It ain't like, come on and roll with me and become part of my entourage. No, it's just, you know, a token of appreciation.
I always used to say, man, people don't actually, like the people that's closest to your family, stuff like that, they'll be there once you get to that success and you get the money, but they don't want to, most people don't like the grind. They want to be able to have, like, they want the grind that you have. They wish they had that.
Right.
That's
you know
what
I'm saying?
like most people
and,
like.
and that's a God-given talent, but it's in everybody. Now, whether you activate that or not, it's upon you. You know what I'm saying? Faith without works is dead. So you can have a great dream, but you still got to work. And some people just don't want to work or go through the process that it takes. It's a lot of lonely nights. It's a lot of uncertainty. It's a lot of highs and lows. You check your accountants in the negative. And do you still keep going or do you give up? You know what I'm saying? And most people, when they see darkness, they give up and just go with the norm. And there's only a few people that really say, you know what, it's dark right now, but you know what I'm saying, in 3 months, I'm going to be back on. Right. I tell people, you got to have that coming to America mentality. He said, I remember y'all. I used to be like y'all. I used to be mopping the floors. He said, but you know what I'm saying? Then I started washing lettuce.
Yeah.
And then I moved on to fries.
Then the grill.
And then the grill. And then I became assistant manager.
And that's where the big bucks are rolling in.
The problem is people want to go from mopping the floor to assistant manager.
Right.
You don't even know how to wash the lettuce or cook the fries or work the grill.
They don't want that grind.
They don't want the grind. Yeah, one of my favorite statements. Yeah.
That's crazy.
You want to be McDowell's and you can't even mop the floors.
Right.
Come on, bro.
People don't see that. People don't see them nights, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Them nights, them days, all them days you have to spend being up all night, being up all day, trying to figure out how you're gonna make this work. And again, when you have family members that call you or friends that call you, they have an attitude with you or they have a problem with you always having something to do or you always busy. Man, I'm trying to get something done. Like this guy, I think long term, you think short term. And so what's going to benefit me in the long run, you're going to see why I put in all this effort. So how much of a, like, that's what I'm saying. That's the main struggle of an entrepreneur. Was that like the main struggle that you dealt with? Did it hurt you?
Oh yeah, man. I mean, you know, but as you get older and you mature in this game called entrepreneurship and on your quest to international greatness, you create more layers of skin. You know what I'm saying? So certain things just don't bother you no more. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you ain't got time for us. I remember back in the day. Man, this ain't back in the day.
Exactly.
Man, this $1 million stuff we talking about now, man. And if you had the mindset and the wherewithal and the willingness to go through the process, you could be here too. But because you want to still chase these women, you want to stay up all night long and drink, I don't have those luxuries and those privileges anymore. I'm focused on being on the front row at the Grizzlies game. I'm focused on being at the Super Bowl. I'm focused on taking 1 million turn to 5 million. I got real issues going on. I'm trying to figure out which car I'm gonna drive today. You see what I'm saying? Got real issues.
Yeah.
And if you want to feel that experience, then you got to go through the same process that I went through. You see what I'm
It's a
saying?
real game, y'all. It's a real game.
Because the fastest it comes, the fastest it leaves, right?
Yep.
So if it takes longer to get, then you can be in a positive expectation that it's gonna last long.
So is it true it take money to make money? Well,
It takes skill to make money. Money is the byproduct of hard work. If you eat, you shit. If you work, you get paid. You don't have no choice. If you eat a meal, you have no choice but to shit.
Right.
So if you work, you have no choice but to make money. So it's a byproduct. Money is a byproduct of hard work.
I'm so happy you said that. I just said on Facebook recently, I heard some young cats say about jobs. They be like, you know, I'm on a bigger than your money, so I'm a better man, I'm a bigger man. And as I always say, first and foremost, I'm a man first, whether I got it or not.
Right.
It's about the money, what I'm working for to get what I want to do.
Money's a tool.
It's a tool.
It's a tool.
Take what I see, it's a tool.
It's a piece of paper.
Yes.
What you do with it is what's important.
Exactly.
And a person with $10 might be able to do more with their 10 than you can do with $100 because your mindset is wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I might be able to take $10 and make $1,000. You make 100 and can't do but 150. You see what I'm saying?
So to me, as I told them, money don't make me, I make money. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
man, yeah. Money looks for me.
Yeah, exactly.
See, money only comes to people that can handle money. You know what I'm saying? Like a pimp. Prostitutes only come to the pimp that they can trust. And dollars are prostitutes. They come to the pimp that can treat them right, that can multiply them, they know how to treat them, know how to expand them, know how to put them in the right places and positions.
Make their money, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So money's looking for me.
It's looking for you.
When I wake up, Ben Franklin be looking for me, cause I'm gonna do him right.
I know that's right.
Like that.
Do you believe that it's possible to find love after you get money?
No,
Really?
no,
Straight there.
I'm saying
no. Easy.
I agree with that myself.
I agree too. I mean,
Man, me and my wife started on the same platform. That's why we got to be evenly yoked. We came in the game without anything. We only had dreams and goals and aspirations, and we worked those dreams, goals, and aspirations, and we grew together. So my money is her money is my money. I don't mind her spending my money. But if I'm 47 years old, what I have now, and I'm single, I'm not looking for a chick. You can have associates.
Yeah.
You can have companions.
Yeah.
But wife, no, I can't trust you.
It's like y'all said the other night. I might be alone, but I'm not lonely.
Right. Right. Because everybody gonna love you when you on top.
Yeah.
Even the guy that can't stand you be like, oh, Chris, man, what's up, babe? Man, I love that show, babe.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Let me get a drink. Let me get a drink, bro.
Keep it rolling. Yeah. Keep it rolling.
Keep it rolling, man. No new friends, right?
Great. Yeah.
Same thing with women and men. You know what I'm saying?
I noticed one thing about celebrities and people that got a whole lot of money. I noticed all the ones that still have a black woman or black wife was the ones that had somebody or they was with them before they came into fame.
Man, because that's the beauty of it, right?
All
That's
the rest of them got a white
Yes.
That's part of the story, man. So somebody can come to you and say, man, y'all think y'all all that. Man, I remember when we was eating bologna sandwiches.
I'm telling you.
So don't be over here looking at our plate now that we're doing Royal Ocetra caviar. Because you don't know the storyline behind it. And you need to be with somebody that you have a storyline with. Even with your partners in business. Like, you can't jump on board when we riding a G5 jet and be like, yeah, we partners. Like, no. Because you wasn't there when we was riding bicycles.
Yeah. You went down with his brother. Yeah.
You don't understand the reason why we toast this bottle of Cristal and we smoke this, because it's a process. And you smoking it because of the success, we smoking it because of the struggle. Big difference. Big difference. Big difference. We don't celebrate the success, we celebrate the struggle.
Yeah.
The grind.
So that's like a reward for keeping your foot to the pavement.
It's a reminder.
Right. A better appreciation for it.
It's a reminder. Because
Better word
like
than
I said,
reward.
it doesn't have to be this way. Could be a black and mild. We were freaking them. Freaking black
Hey,
and
let me
mild.
tell you something. I used to get I used to smoke wine, plastic tips, and I forgot the other one. But man, I'd be at a red light. I'd be smoking, driving. As soon as I get to a red light, I gotta hurry up and freak it.
You gotta freak it.
Got to pull it out, pull the little joint, pull it out, so it can hit right. Man,
Right.
come on, man. Come on, man.
It's funny you said that.
I'm
Remember
from
we used to
I'm
do
from that era, man.
the white Swiss
Yeah.
sweet tips? Well, every time you got to put them in your mouth and wet them and pull it out. Almost like how they roll blunts. The Swisher sweets.
Yeah.
The white tip, sweet
Yeah,
tips.
yeah.
When you pull it out, like y'all talking about freaking the black and mild, the doggone Swisher sweets, you take it out the plastic and lick it like a blunt.
Yeah.
What
It burns,
I ain't
burns
smoking
slower. It burns slow.
That what that was for?
Yeah, I would like to think that. But once the fire hit, it dry up anyway, right?
Yeah, exactly. So
I think there's some stuff we see on TV or see somebody else do. OG did it, so you do it. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what's going on.
What's some of the, like, if you was around a group of people and there was somebody that you didn't trust, how can you detect that? How do you sense when you can't trust somebody in your circle?
You can feel it. It's a feeling like your spider senses start to tingle. Like, bro ain't here for me for real. Cause when I was pouring this Cristal, he was looking at me with his mouth twisted. When I was talking about, hey man, we gonna go buy this Aston Martin, he folded his arms. Everything is body language. Man, you ain't here for me. You know what I'm saying? And you know more often than not, looking over your life and you turn the pages back, you know there's some people around you, man, they couldn't stand you, but they tolerated you because of what you had. But they the whole time praying to God, because most people are only around you to have a front row show to see you fall. They want a front row view of you fall. That's why I'm here. Yeah, Dre right now, he balling right now, but I'm gonna stay right here because I know.
eventually he finna fall.
Yep.
And I want to be right there.
I want to be right there. So
Watch the cage.
that's why I don't have any friends.
Watch the gauge.
Because if I fall, nobody will even see it. My wife will see it. That's it.
Yeah. But see, she was there when you got into the fall.
And we okay with falling.
And we did the shout, you know.
When we fall, we laugh.
And I always say that. I used to say this, that when white people who have been given privilege and stuff, they don't know how to go back. They don't know how to go to broke because they've never been broke.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? So when you black and started off broke and get there and then go back to broke, you okay.
You like, we can do it
Yeah, we
again.
can do this again. You know, because we've been there. They don't know how to deal with that.
Man,
So
me
it's
and my
like,
wife-
I'm gonna kill myself and stuff.
Me and my wife done lost businesses. We go home and we be like, and I was fucked up. And I look at her, we like, we'll do it again in 6 months. We'll be
Right.
back. You know what I'm saying? We'll be back, man.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But if you with somebody that don't mean no good, you call them tomorrow and go to voicemail. You like, damn.
Hey, you know they had a voicemail now, but now you know they got a voicemail. You go to voicemail.
When you got money, the phone don't ring, but hey,
Right.
hello.
Okay, I'm here.
What's up, bro? What we doing? Where we going? Yeah. So that's why I'm not shooting people down who have friends. Some people need friends. I'm just that type of person. I'm just from a different world, man, where I really never needed. I was always a self-starter. That's not my love language, words of affirmation and all that shit. I don't need nobody to tell me, you can do it. Man, I'm going to do this because I want to do it. I'm hell-bent on it. So I don't need a lot of cheerleaders around me. You know what I'm saying? I need people, my deal is acts of service.
Yeah.
And then put some work in. You believe in me? Good. Tomorrow I may make this phone call. Hey, you, go over here and talk to him. You, go to the bank.
Right.
You can't do that. If you can do that right there,
Smash, yeah.
man, you done lost me. Blocked. I got a long list of people. I don't change my number. You just block.
Yeah.
I got the same thing. Whole list of blocked people in both inboxes and you just said something, man. When you have people now, do you believe in? Now I think I know your answer, but do you believe in motivating people? What's most important, motivating people or inspiring people?
I think they go hand in hand. Inspiration is what people see, but they're inspired by what you see.
Exactly.
But I make it my business to carve out anybody with a listening ear to get them nuggets like I'm doing right now. Like, I don't have to sit around and talk about what I'm doing. I'm busy doing what I'm doing. But I love this part of the game because this is part of the resume that most people miss the opportunity to have other people. See, I want everybody around me to have the same exact thing that I have or more. Because I might be tired and have to rely on Eric. You know, I made $2 million this year. Eric made $5 million. And that's great. I taught him how to make $5 million. Man, next season come along, man, I'm down the dumps. I can call him and ask for that. But if nobody else has it but you broke. You broke. You broke mentally, you broke spiritually, you broke financially. Because some people want people just to be around them to like, look at me. It's all me.
Right.
I follow the philosophy of Jesus. See, Jesus was the richest, most wisest, could do anything in the world. But he was so woven within his disciples that they had to have a snake in there to kiss him to identify him. He didn't walk around with Cuban link chains on and J's and pandas on. He wore the same exact thing that everybody else did. He ate what everybody else ate. They were like, which one of y'all Jesus? They were like, I don't know.
Right.
And he was sitting right there with them. That's how you gotta move.
I agree.
I'm in a room with people, nobody knows who I am. I don't want people to know who I am. But because we all got it.
Right.
We fighting over the tab.
I love these type of conversations, man, because we could be talking about business, we can be talking about a whole lot of different things, but it all goes back to life. It literally goes back to how you manage life, how you manage the people in your life, and how you manage your priorities in your life.
Yes.
And I think most black people don't know how to prioritize. When you talk about you and your wife, you know, if y'all lose a business, hey man, we done did this before. And I think, and that's one thing that I always talk to people about, as far as if you know how to get back on your feet, then you won't be scared of, you know, jumping out there being an entrepreneur, because the fear comes into the uncertainty of thinking that you're probably not gonna make no money if you start a business. I personally just don't like working for people, period. It's a mindset. I don't like being employed by nobody.
Every job I ever had, I got fired from.
Right.
Because I couldn't follow their rules. So I had to create my own rules. But I go back to the fear piece of it. The Bible says that God does not give you the spirit of fear. So if you have fear, you probably fucking with the devil. Because God didn't get it to you. So if you got fear in you, where you get that from? And if it ain't God, then it's the enemy. Who you talking to? Who you hanging around? Because if you go in with God and that's why you got to have a small circle. The people around you don't have the spirit of fear either. Ain't no fear. There's nothing to fear but fear itself, right?
Yeah.
Taught that in kindergarten.
Right.
So if God didn't give you the spirit of fear, then who gave it to you?
I'll tell you.
Serpent.
That's a good game for you, man. Hey,
What you tripping about? It's America, man. You can never run for elected office at all and become president of the United States.
Be a felon.
He wouldn't. You could be a seven-time convicted felon.
Yeah.
You could be
man.
You can say snatch him by the pussy.
And still
the president.
You can't work at McDonald's though.
It's okay.
He did. Mine was in there working with the people, man.
He did.
I like that.
He was at the drive-thru.
Yeah,
giving out
man.
food at McDonald's.
And he put on the garbage. He was with the garbage people when they called him garbage. When they said his supporters are garbage, they might have said,
about the Puerto Rican?
"Yeah, I'm finna capitalize off that." No, yeah. He said, "I'm finna capitalize off." See, Trump is a businessman. This is the only thing I'm gonna say about this. The fact that we live in a corporation in the first place, because this whole thing is a corporation. It's a company. If you got a businessman running, he gonna run it like a company, and it's probably gonna seem like a dictatorship. Probably is. But if I can follow somebody's business guidance on how to manage life, because I think it's one and the same. You manage your business like you manage your life at home. You manage your home just like you manage your business. Everybody got a job. It's all moving parts to it. Does that sound about accurate?
Absolutely. I think your personal life is a reflection of your business life and vice versa.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a very disorganized person in my personal life. I'm very transparent. If without my wife and our housekeeper, y'all would think I was a hoarder. But also, if you go to my office on my desk without my personal assistant and my staff, it's paperwork everywhere. I couldn't find nothing. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. That's just me. But I put people around me that strengthen my weaknesses. They cover my weaknesses. I pay them well to cover up my weaknesses. We try to hide our weaknesses. We don't want people to know we weak. Everybody got weaknesses. I pay people to handle my weaknesses. I put people in position of power and give them opportunity and experiences because they take care of my weaknesses. When you was in the streets, when I was in the streets, I don't know about y'all, when I was in the streets, we say, take care of my lightweight. See, that's my weakness. You know, I don't want to have to fuck this young boy up. I put you on it, so that way I don't look bad for bullying this young dude. I put one of my goons on him. Same situation.
It works in life, like you said. I believe that when you give someone with your woman, your weakness should be her strength, and vice versa. Y'all should be lifting each other up. Like when I'm weak at something, she's gonna be she's gonna be strong and for it, and vice versa.
It's complimenting.
Yeah. That's how it will equally your thing to me. That's how I look at it.
It's the bass drum and the snare.
They go together.
They make music.
Yeah. They make music.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Two different sounds, but they sound great together.
Real. Simple, man. I think we're making this thing too complex, man. It's really simple.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, if we can, if you try to, and I'm learning too. I always look and try to go to the next level in life, and the people that I need to be around, who can help me get to that next level, who brain can I pick, what places can I go and hear conversations about some things that I don't know.
Right.
That's why politics is like you into politics, right?
Right. Yeah, I'm running for county commissioner, District 8 in the next 2 years. So,
oh wow,
I'm focusing on that right now. You know, that's the next goal.
Well, you got my vote, bro.
Appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate that, man. You just need somebody down there that understands the game and understands where people come from and walks of life. Stop judging people. Because I was once that guy that needed that assistance. I was once that guy that was lost, confused. So God has elevated me for this season and this time to be able to be in a position to not only do it from a philanthropy standpoint, but also from a governmental standpoint. And there's so many dollars and resources that our community is not getting because people get in office and can't relate to the people that are at the bottom. And I come from the bottom.
So you came from the bottom. So you were eating ramen noodles and rag bologna and potted meat. And
I can make a dish out of ramen noodles. Go get me some ragu spaghetti sauce and a little seasoning, a little oregano. You swear to God it was some spaghetti. You swear to God it was the Koza, you know, said Amerigo or something, man. We make it work. We make it work.
Yeah.
I just wasn't a fan of what's them vein of sausage. I can never eat those.
Real.
But potted meat and sauce and liver cheese and goose liver.
I have to eat it all.
And we'll still eat it.
Yeah, still eat it. Sardines. And then you didn't even know. People laugh at eating sardines, but sardines is good for your blood pressure and your cholesterol and stuff. High in omega-3s. They laughing at their dudes like you got a can of sardines and some crackers at office, man.
make you a sack lunch, nigga.
And every once in a while, I still eat a bologna sandwich just to remind me of what it could be.
Right.
I still fly and coach. And I want to remind myself what it could be. I could be in first class, but I like the hustle. I like the grind. I like to be at the back of the plane. I might be like, why you in the back of the plane? Because sit up there. I just want to be amongst the people.
So let me ask you this: what drives you? And the reason I ask this is because, for some reason, I've realized this by myself. I'm a pain freak. I like when my back against the wall. That I like challenging myself. I like when it's kind of tight. Like, damn. So not because my wheels get to turning.
Yeah.
What's the thing that drives you?
Same thing, like the thought of not having it. It's the sexiness of it all, like knowing that you have a skill set, that you've developed a skill set. It's like my guy Liam Neeson. He says, I had developed a set of skills over a period of time. It gonna get you, you know what I'm saying? And that's what it is for me. Like, I like the fact that it's like they say it can't happen. That's like the challenge. That's what turns me on. When they say it can't happen, that's when I'm most engaged. Or when the deadline is tomorrow, that's when I'm most engaged. When I'm like, we don't need sleep. We don't need food.
Yeah.
We need results. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it done.
Yeah.
But when everything going smooth, I get nervous.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Ain't no challenges? Nothing going on? Nah. Like a setup to me. I want a challenge every day. Every day you wake up, you should be challenged. Don't go in the gym and just toss 135. Man, throw 2 plates on there.
You simply challenge them.
But dudes say, don't do this, do these. You know what I'm saying? Let's put some pressure on this thing, man, because pressure busts pipes, pressure creates diamonds. A lump of coal becomes diamond up under the right heat and the right pressure.
Right.
Now, a lump of coal will keep you warm, but that diamond make you look a lot better. But you got to go through the process.
Yeah, they grind.
The grind. The grind is where it's at, man. I love the grind, man.
I'm telling you. What y'all think about them robots, man? You gonna get you a robot? You said, For real?
So, you ain't got no choice. You gonna get you a car, or you gonna keep riding that horse and buggy?
You know what robot I'm talking about, right?
What kind of robot you talking about?
The
maze robot thing for the house?
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
You got the little roller, got the little thing that roll around right now.
we got them.
So you said you can't say you scared of it, right, or some sort. But if they go back to something you said earlier, you cannot not want to grow. You gonna have to because
It's happening.
It's gonna happen.
It's happening.
Might as well get on the train with this.
That's like Eric pulling up right now on a horse and buggy.
Yeah.
Be like, damn, bro, you know we got cars, right?
I gotta at least see.
You know we
where
got.
we
I don't know,
gonna
'cause
go.
I would like to ride a horse. I ain't gonna lie.
It's pimped out for a season, but you don't want to do it to California. You get on the plane, you know what I'm saying? I ain't flying no plane. Used to be a time where we would have to ride the Greyhound bus. You go ahead. I'm gonna spend 3 more days in Hawaii. Matter of fact, Greyhound don't even go to Hawaii.
Yeah.
So we gotta figure that out.
Yeah, so you gonna get the
I just like to feel
If you-
normal, though.
Now that is normal. That's just the norm. If you go over to somebody's house right now, they say, let me cook you a meal. You like, all right, cool. They say, hey, go out there and give me 2 logs. You like, 2 logs? I gotta put that in the stove. You like, bro, get the microwave.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. So
What?
technology is normal.
What? Yeah. Forward advancement is normal. The light bulb. You know what I'm saying?
So
You don't want to be on the podcast with candles. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
but they could be flatter. I got some candles in the house. You like them just
Candles,
I might be serious.
candles are relevant for certain situations.
Yeah.
But they're not a day-to-day use. It's wax everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
So you don't feel like some things kind of can make you feel like you kind of out of nature. Like I just want to feel. I want to use the word normal because I know this is the new norm, but I don't think everything is for everybody.
What we doing right now, normal. We got a phone on a stand that's talking to people all over the world.
No, you're right. You're right.
So if we ain't with that, then your podcast is really irrelevant.
Yeah.
You that dude on the corner, on the preacher on the corner with the little podium.
Right.
Nah, bro, get you a podcast and hit millions of people. He's still on the corner trying to preach to cars riding by. You
Yeah.
can't even hear him.
But on the flip side,
Okay.
this makes me feel normal because we doing something that don't nobody do no more, which is have conversations.
Some things are foundational. Conversation and personal relationships our foundation.
And that's where this come from.
But technology makes it a lot easier to do
Yes.
that. You see what I'm saying?
I got you.
And even with the chat DTP, you can put that into a program now to tell you how to do everything.
That's what I use.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say I don't. I'm very
Man,
technical.
you better get you a robot. I want 4 or 5 of them.
Man, god damn. Man, you go in there, the robot be boning each other. Nigga, they lock the door.
Robots need love too.
That nigga kick your ass out there.
As long as they, I'm like this with anybody. As long as you doing what you should do, I don't care what you do when you're doing your spare
job,
time.
Your job.
Do your
Go ahead,
job.
robot.
We good. We good.
When they start developing some feelings and emotions, and they start thinking for themselves.
They already
I
did
wouldn't
that.
doubt it if they already programmed everything.
They already did. That's our robot.
That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
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 I mean,
But-
it's coming. If it ain't here, it's coming.
Yeah, but it's nothing you can do about it anyway.
I cannot get one.
Technology. Well, you ain't got to get one, but everybody in the neighborhood gonna have one.
Yeah.
That's all.
And Will Smith saw everybody with one, and he was like, "Y'all niggas, that's crazy."
I think about, like you said, though, at one time, let's say back 85, 86, I think all those living, with none of this, what we doing now, was none of this possible.
No,
If somebody told you that they were gonna give you a cell phone and you could hit on it and see somebody
Yeah.
face to face in
None of
Japan
it possible.
and talk face to face with your family member in Japan, you would think they were crazy. If somebody told you that you don't have to put gas in the car, you can plug your car in like a toy car and ride around, you would think they were crazy.
I don't know. Elroy Jetson did it.
They did it. And we ain't even got to that point yet. But we on our way. I want a flying car. They be pimped out. I'm gonna be the first person in Tesla like, yep, I want the flying version.
I want to be in the sky. You know, people driving down there.
So you real progressive.
I'm a realist. It's happening anyway. So if I don't do it, it's only setting me back.
Yeah.
It's moving forward.
You like old schools?
I love old schools. I like the 1965 Ford Mustang, candy apple red, white leather interior, drop top. I like the SS Chevelle and I like the Dodge Challenger. You know, true American muscle cars. You know what I'm saying?
It's just a different. You sit in that car, the engine get the growling. I like that. When you sit in the car, you don't hear no noise. Like, man, is your car home?
Yeah. I got a Maserati and an Aston Martin to do that, so yeah, I understand.
Oh, okay, all right. Y'all hear that?
I understand that.
Yeah.
Go get you one. They got them. They make them. That's in my mindset. They made it. Go get you one. I didn't want a McLaren because the guy explained to me I had to choose between the McLaren and the Aston Martin. I chose the Aston Martin because the Aston Martin can be a daily driver. The McLaren you have to punch and dog out. I live in Memphis. It's too much racial profile.
Yeah.
Too many potholes. Turn your car.
Yeah, that's the main thing there, especially lower that is.
But it made me look bigger than I really am. I ain't buying no Hummers and no F4, 3. Nah, just make me look shorter than I am. Aston Martins and I was gonna buy a Rolls Royce. Rolls Royce don't fit my lifestyle. They don't cater to the short people, so I don't buy Rolls Royces.
Oh, okay.
I sat in the car, the Rolls Royce dealership dude said, pull the seat up. I said, it is. He said, raise it up. It is. He said, get out this motherfucker.
You about the coupe?
Let me show you the Maserati over here.
See what I'm saying?
What is it?
All the way up. I'm about to break the damn hammer. I can't even see the flying bitch on the hood.
Damn.
Yeah, they top money did also. Yeah.
Hey, man, being short has his I like to do things to make me feel big.
See, Aston Martin caters to me.
Right.
Shaq can't get an Aston Martin.
Nah.
He tried to fit his ass in that Buick though.
Shaq gotta drive them big dually trucks. That's all he can fit in. That's his thing.
Yeah.
So everybody got options. God made Aston Martins and Maseratis and Alfa Romeos and Lotus because he loves short people. He even gave us shorter urinals at the game. It's only one urinal. And if I see somebody 6'5" in that urinal, I'll be like, man, shame on you, man. Why you using my urinal, man? This made for me.
Now, there is one thing that a tall person who is jealous of a short person.
Yeah.
Stadium seating.
Yeah.
You sit there for 4 hours. Like this here.
look.
Man,
The
come on.
Orpheum- the
and you
Orpheum
see this
was
little
made
joke
for
over
me.
here like this.
Yes.
The Orpheum made for me. I love seeing my tall friend go to Orpheum. Y'all go to Orpheum, I pay for them seats. I want to see them. I'm a hater. I like to see them knees just rub against that seat. And that person in front of you be rocking back and forth.
Get them knees. Yes, I hate them seats there.
I can sit in the middle of the aisle in the Orpheum.
That's the reason why I went to Orpheum. I've been to Orpheum once.
Yeah.
Anything else, and I want to go to a concert, whatever. They said go Orpheum, I'm not going because I know how them seats are. They're not fun. No.
So what is your, let's just say you wasn't married, right? You was a single guy. What does your first date with somebody look like?
Coffee shop,
Something simple.
smoking cigars, taking a walk in the park,
Okay.
get to know that person. I probably would Uber there, pull up, just see where you at. You know what I'm saying? Get to know me for me.
Now they ask you, they know what you're working with. Why we in the coffee shop? Why we walking in the park?
Because
We can't go down there to season 52.
Yeah, we can. We can make the reservation, and I'll be there. Tell me what time to be there. You know, if you're taking me out.
Yeah, okay.
That's simple.
But this is my date.
Right.
We going to the coffee shop, and I like good coffee. So I might cut you on the Jamaican Blue Mountain coffee. I might cut you on to Kenya AA coffee. I may cut you on the Ethiopian coffee. You know what I'm saying? It ain't got to be Colombian roast. It got to be Folgers. But I can show you some other things at the coffee shop that'll blow your mind. And I'm a connoisseur of coffee too. And teas. You want some monkey pick tea? You want some golden dragon tea? You know what I'm saying? There's ways to elevate people within that situation.
To get to your question, if a woman does come back, why are we doing this, that, other? Then I guess we may not be doing anything. Because if you don't question how I'm doing my first, however I'm doing,
This is my first day.
yeah, that's a problem already. So we don't even need to do this then.
Yeah.
Because that tells me that, oh, you expect a certain thing. You
Yeah.
can't expect nothing.
Yeah.
I don't expect nothing. You just expect nothing.
It's our first and last
Yeah.
day, and it cost me $20.
Yeah. So yeah.
I'm good.
And that's what I was getting to. Is it like would it be a problem if they know, you know, what you're working with, you know, and they got an expectation of you. They don't want to go to the coffee shop. They want to, is that
Go find you somebody to take you there.
okay. That's what I'm saying.
Why you still here? Because they probably can't find nobody that'll take them to the other place anyway.
I mean, somebody, you know, some people like to stunt though. Like some people like to, you know, hey, I'm finna pick you up in the most expensive car. I'm finna take you to the most expensive restaurant.
I don't want to mislead you, man, because tomorrow I might be gone on down the road. Bobby Womack taught me that. You know, it's cool if you can handle it.
Cool, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll be running the same old line in another town.
Yes,
I thought I'd let you know where I'm coming from.
Yes, definitely. I don't want to mislead you.
I won't mislead you. Yeah. Better find somebody gonna mean you some good.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna always be sweet 16.
Well, I ain't gonna say successful. I can't think of a successful man of statue that we know of, even when it comes to like the Martin Luther King or Malcolm X. All of them had a strong woman behind them. I can't name even the president. All of them had a strong woman behind them.
Well,
How important is it? Do you think that a woman is to your success?
I think it's very important. I think it's key. It's intricate. Because if you got your head in a swivel looking at all these women out here, a fool and his money will soon part. And the Bible says that a man that finds a wife finds a good thing and finds favor. We leave out the B clause. You can find a woman, but he said find a wife. She got to be your wife before you even meet her. She should be your wife before she gets into your presence. So if I find her and I connect with her, then I get favor in the Lord. Most of the things that I'm doing is by my own hands, but I want the favor piece of it. So you got to find you a wife that will bring that piece on. Only she can bring that piece on.
And you've been married how long?
11 years. Been with my wife for 18 years. Been married officially for 11. But when I met her for the first time, I knew she was my wife.
3 things that keep you in a marriage. Go.
Relations, good sex, communication, and experience, growth. You gotta be able to have good sex. You gotta have experiences, challenges, knowing you can overcome. And those are the top 3, man. You know what I'm saying? Make this thing simple. Like we grow together, we do things together. We have the same common interests. She does things that she has interest in that I'm not interested in. I have things that I do that she's not interested in. But collectively, we like Voltron.
You got a lot of single friends?
No,
Does she?
no, we don't have any friends.
Well, yeah. No,
We
no,
got-
no 2-on-2, no double date, no going out having.
Nah, because when we double date, like I said,
Everybody competition.
we date.
Uh-oh.
And I don't want you to bring your dude around. Don't bring your chick around me because then she gonna be saying, I want a guy like Will, and that might be too hard for you to
Competition.
maintain. And I don't want dudes coming around my wife and seeing how reserved and how well running my wife is and be going back home telling their wife why you ain't like Tony. So just stay in your lane. We remove ourselves from those problems.
I think I agree with. I'm gonna agree with disagree with you. Good. But my 3 problems. I think it's individual on what you think could make a good marriage. Like I said, I've been married before. I screw my own marriage up. My next marriage that I expect to have, I'm not doing the same thing.
Right.
So I think for me, good sex is that's But also too with me, I gotta have a strong communication bond.
Communication.
Got to be able to talk about any good things, bad things, whatever.
Whatever.
I said because we can't get to where we need to be going if you holding stuff in, and I'm willing to want to listen.
You gotta be
And vice
transparent.
versa. You gotta be
Right.
transparent.
Transparent and vulnerable.
And then also too, you gotta be my partner. You gotta be everything. You gotta be everything to me because I'm
Man.
everything to you.
Me and my wife play golf together. We fish together. We smoke cigars together.
That's what I'm saying.
We do everything
That's
together.
important for
Because
me.
if
for
you
marriage.
don't, then that's when the side chick come on.
Yes. Yes.
And really, you need to just cut her loose and be like, me find somebody that I'm equally yoked with.
There you go, right there. That's it, right there.
Man, I love that. I love being able to do things with my woman. I don't want it never to be something that I can't do with her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe she don't want to climb a mountain. That's okay. That's your quiet time and your peace time.
Right.
Or maybe she don't play golf. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? But 85% of the stuff y'all do, it needs to be together. Otherwise, if it's like 50%, you got a whole 50% of women out here that said, I feel that gap.
Yeah. I'll do it. She ain't doing it. I do it.
Right.
And I agree with that.
And they'll do it well too.
Oh, yes. And
Like-
you don't want that thoughts in your subconscious when you know you got a wife. So my thing is, don't do that marriage if you ain't really, like I said, it's important.
Man, dissect that thing and take your time. Don't let nobody put
Yes.
pressure on you. Tony and I were together for 7 years before we got married. I proposed to her after 3, and then we wanted to have a destination wedding, so that took time to raise money and everything, and we did that piece of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But ultimately, we were together from the beginning.
It was a done deal.
Done deal from the beginning.
To the destination wedding. What's that?
So so I proposed to her in Paris under the Eiffel Tower, and then I wanted to get married in Key West, and so we had to stack our money because money was funny during that season. So we did all kind of hustles to pay for their wedding, but that's where we wanted to go. And so because we couldn't go in the immediate time, we just took our time and waited till we could do what we wanted to do. We always do what we want to do, no matter how long it takes.
Right.
Patience there. Yeah.
Eiffel Tower.
Yes.
What's your favorite place to travel, man? What one of the places that you would recommend to anybody if they
Well, me,
go?
I'm a water guy, so like water's my peace. I find God and I find tranquility in the water. So the Caribbean is my spot. I love Aruba. Aruba is my second home. Shout out to One Happy Island, and I just found another island north of Luther, over in the Bahamas. That's a remote island, and we were on the beach, and it was just us by ourselves, the two of us. It was just so peaceful. We was in the water, and it wasn't nobody. It wasn't like South Beach, Miami, where you got to find a place to put an umbrella. We just threw our chair out there, man, and got in the water. We sit there and hold hands and talk for hours in the water, and nobody even came out there. You know what I'm saying?
And what's the name of the place?
Alupra. It's a hour and a half flight from Atlanta. Yeah. You can see it.
It's an hour and a half from Atlanta.
From Atlanta, huh? Flight from Atlanta. Yeah.
Roof.
If you go
It's
to
in Georgia.
if you go to Miami, it's the Bahamas. If you go to Miami and you cut your GPS on your phone, you will see those Bohemian islands from the coast of Miami.
Right.
They right there.
Yeah.
And we be trying to go way out and everything. We can go right there, man.
Right
Some
there.
of the best seafood, best experience, clear blue skies, water so clear, it's like water clear.
Because I think they said the Bahamas is probably like 60 miles from the port of Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah, ain't far at all.
We
Go to
trying
the port,
to
it's right
trying to
there.
go to St. Kitts, and I love St. Kitts. Shout out to my St. Kittians and Nevians and all that. But the Bahamas, man, it's just right there. It don't cost a lot of money. People be trying too hard.
Well, baby, we finna go on book a Bahamas trip. Yeah, we're gonna do that.
You get to Atlanta, that's 45-minute flight from Memphis, hour layover, hour and a half later, you in the Bahamas.
What about group trips, man? You don't take you don't. I like in some places, I love doing things like that with my woman.
Yeah.
But you get so much joy being around people that you love and able to take trips and stuff.
I travel with my family, my sister and my brother, my mom and dad, we always travel together.
Really?
We do at least 2 or 3 trips a year with each other, and we create those memories and those experiences and everything. Problem with friends is, if everybody on your level, I might be on an A5 steak tonight. They're like, we can't go there.
Right.
So now I have to decide whether I go. No. End of discussion. I don't do it.
Every friend on your level, so.
You talking about Taco Bell? I got Taco Bell in Memphis. I'm trying to go over here and eat this. That's that I never eat.
Yeah.
Right. It's gonna cost you $400. $400. I ain't coming back. Don't worry about it.
Why do you think it is when people when women if a man was to find a woman, a man with success, if he finds a woman, she's more than likely not going to be on the same level as him. A man don't mind bringing up a woman. Mm-hmm. Do you think it's possible for a successful woman to bring up a man?
If that man is humble and open-minded and willing to listen, and that doesn't take away from his leadership capabilities or his DNA of being a man, because she's looking for protection, she's looking for comfort, she's looking for confidentiality, she's looking for provision. So but that man is that man's job and that man's responsibility to grow and get to that level where he can take the lead. I don't have no problem with that, because there's a lot of women making more money than men in today's society. And these women are lonely because they're looking for a dude to make this as much as them, and it's not out there. So you can bring that guy up. You can put him in school. The problem is that most guys that don't have anything, when they get on, they go back to their old environment to start out on the chicks that they never could get when they were broke, and that causes the problem.
Right.
I can't really answer this one. Do you think a man should be alpha or beta in his relationship?
I'm an apex predator. I'm all the way. I eat all the food chains.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I'm not even an alpha man. I'm an apex predator. So beta men don't belong in relationships.
I agree with this so wholeheartedly.
Beta men belong on the PlayStation at home all day long.
That's what it is.
Smoking the blunt.
And the woman take care of them, and then the woman run the household, because you're a beta man.
I can't do that. No, that's sad to me.
It's very sad.
That's not a man.
I was just saying, that's how the perception of it. So for me, you're a man. That's what you're doing. That's how your life is. You're a man.
Some men call that pimping. That ain't pimping.
No pimping.
That's laziness.
It's a boy.
Boy.
Yeah.
And you say that, so you think who raised a man? Woman, the mother, or the father? Or do you think a woman can actually raise a man to be the type of man that she wish she had?
I think that a woman can nurture a man and teaching him those emotional and understanding how to be compassionate and be loving. But if he doesn't have a father figure in the house, that woman is obligated to find men in the community that are upright and righteous, and to teach him how to be a man. There's certain things that a woman cannot teach a man. Skill set wise.
So how does a man go and try to seek that masculine teachings if he doesn't have no uncle, no father figures? Because it's hard to get out of that mentality, that trap that you in when you raised by a single mother. Right. And you learn feminine ways. How does he go out and try to find that?
I think that old billionaire told me when I was younger, if you want to be successful in life, meet 20 new people every day. You're going to meet somebody that's going to pour into you. Like me, I love meeting women who have kids and she come from a single household. Like, hey, we took him to a basketball game. We took him to a baseball game. We were showing no hidden objective. I just want to see people grow. You know what I'm saying? Show that man how to change a tire. Show that man how to pump gas. You know what I'm saying? You see all these old guys out there sitting in the car with their woman pumping gas. I seen women on the side of the road changing tires and dude in the car talking about call AAA.
Oh, that's terrible.
See?
No, I seen that too. That's terrible.
Do you want to say something, or you just bite your tongue and hold your peace and
Man,
keep
that ain't my ministry. That dude ain't gonna receive you at that point.
Right.
You're trying to show him up.
He gonna see
Even in his beta male state, he gonna try to pop up and act like he harder than what he really is, and then be like, "Man, take care of my life." See what I'm saying? I don't have time to even talk to you about
Something
that.
like that. I didn't see that. I be
But the inspiration piece of it all, when he see me, he like, "Damn, I need to be like dude.
Right. Right.
I'm gonna get my shit together."
Yeah.
That's how you help some people from a distance.
I actually had somebody do that. Like I had we weren't partners or nothing, but I guess I was the only one he called. I don't know, for some reason he knew the type of person I was, and he called me to help him change a tire on the side of the road, and he had his girl and her 2 kids in the car. So I came, changed the tire, went to the store, because it was hot outside, went to the store, got the kids something to drink, you know what I'm saying? And you could tell how a woman looks at a man like, you
She
couldn't
like-
even do this.
She like, if I can get him my number right now,
Exactly.
You had to call another dude.
don't bring no alpha men or no apex predator around your girl and you know you bait. Don't do it, man. We just have to just walk home.
Right.
Don't call me
this out.
because your chick gonna be like,
Oh yes, yes.
she gonna. I just seen it, man. They gonna give you the eye.
Ain't that what your sister told us? A woman is always observing. And
Man, I
promise you,
see it. They gonna give you the eye. She gonna be looking at you up and down and
Always
everything.
observing, yes.
Give you that little smile. You like, oh, okay, I see what this is.
Like you see, y'all try better walk home because you can make yourself look real bad.
You know what I do?
Yeah.
I'll be like, let me call AAA for y'all, man. All right, man, I'll call you later on, bro. They on the way.
Yeah.
Because if I'm changing that tire and I'm sweating, I done took my shirt off and everything, she like, that's the man I need.
Yeah, she don't need this one sitting beside her.
She gonna go home and be like, this ain't working out. All because I changed the tire. This ain't working out, bro. I can do bad by myself.
Exactly. Yeah.
She go hit him with that. You should invite him over for dinner one night.
I ain't coming to dinner because I'm gonna cook some lobster. She's like, even worse.
Yeah, you gonna lose this every time.
Then she gonna be like, you mind if I, you know, have to get a hall pass?
I'll be right back.
One time, you don't want to do that.
To do those old plane. Oh yeah, you lost her.
I'm gonna tell you some diabolical shit. Then I'm gonna get back to like what I'm trying to do in the community. I know a woman married to a beta male. She was fine, super fine. Husband, you know, he got all these dreams and everything, but he really ain't do nothing with it, right?
Yeah.
They get low on their money. His father calls and says, hey, I ain't talked to Rod in a couple of weeks. Shouldn't have said his name, damn. But anyway, there's a lot of Rods out there. Shout out to Rod. And
She was thought about this.
yeah, she was like,
What I was talking about, named Rod.
okay, so cool. Okay, there's a lot of Rods out here.
Go ahead.
Okay.
See that?
Might be the same dude.
Go ahead. His dad. Go ahead.
Okay.
Rod's got a bad rep.
So his dad was like, what's going on? Like, man, we short on bill money. He ain't working. We got little groceries in here. We barely making it. He won't get off his butt and go do something. He was like, I'll take care of it. Don't tell him. And gave her some money. Then he was like, hey, send me some pictures of you. You know what I'm saying? Paying a car note. Next thing you know, man, dad is bagging his wife.
Dexter St. Jock.
But he set that up though.
He did. He put himself in that position.
Tell you something right now.
It could have been his dad. It could have been anybody.
Anyway, you know,
Let me tell you something. You need anything.
because it's the man's job, huh? That's my job.
You need
That's my
anything,
job.
call me.
Yeah, call
Yeah.
me.
And if I can't get it, we don't need it.
Yeah.
You remember the episode of Martin where he said,
You did a ball in
yeah, I let her borrow. I borrowed $5 from Cole.
Yeah.
You borrowed $5. What he said? You was in the bathroom.
I was like younger, but I understood where he was coming from with that though.
Yeah.
You don't do that.
Yeah.
No.
Even if I'm broke, I don't care what. I'm gonna figure it out.
But a woman got to be at a very low spot to confide in another man and tell her about her issues in her home.
You think so?
She was beyond the breaking point.
Yeah.
So it had to been other things, a whole lot of stuff that led up to that.
Yeah. When a woman come to you and tell you about her relationship, man, she's seeking help.
Yes.
She's desperate.
Right now, that's
She's trying to survive.
yes.
And if it's the wrong man, he gonna take advantage of that.
Any man will.
Any man.
Because I ain't getting my money out for free, so what's in it for me? I ain't doing it because I'm a Boy Scout. I ain't trying to get my Eagle Scout badge.
When a woman speaks about the relationship that they're in now that is not great to another man,
It's over. She already she's transitioning.
Eric, do you hear what I'm saying to you?
She's transitioning.
Wait a minute, partner.
What are you trying to say?
We on a podcast and I have not
What are you trying to say?
Eric, my brother don't talk. I had personal conversation with brother. Yeah, so when a woman speaks about somebody who's in the same household with her, but she ain't have, and she's telling me about it, come on, man. That ain't nothing but the crack.
That is a
And she will do you for the right amount of support.
So how hard is it just to tell her I'm not the one to talk about this?
Depending on how bad I want to bang her.
That's a real answer. Though.
But God, it's real answer.
That's a real answer.
I promise you.
Can we being transparent?
Yes, that's a real answer.
Depending on how bad I want to bang her.
Yes.
Because y'all done anyway.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
So who am I to pass it up? If it ain't me, it's somebody else. It's always a willing vessel.
Well, I'm gonna say I'm not. I know what emotional support is the number one thing on a woman's list, and when you give her that, you get with that, and then you help her with something else too. Yeah, it's over and done with. So it's best to stay away from
It's
that.
best to take care of business, man. If you're gonna be in a relationship, and like you said, you can't be no beta.
I'm gonna be real. Pastors do it all the time.
They number one. They do it to a whole congregation.
You go to your pastor. You go to your pastor. I ain't saying all pastors. I'm saying those that are still trying to get it right. They weak in the flesh. They say that the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak.
Yeah.
It's real. My husband lost his job. He won't get up and go get no job. We got 2 kids, 1 kid in basketball. I got this. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
That's like, I got you.
Don't tell your husband, but I'm gonna go to the church fund and get you some money.
You said we're gonna take up a collection.
Yeah, let me know if you need anything else.
Yeah, let me lay hands on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you sleeping with him? I just want to be in the mood to sleep with him because he can't take care of me. Well, you got needs, so let me lay hands on you.
And we're gonna go from there. We're gonna see what happens. Yeah. Hey, Will, let me ask you a question, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to transition back to what you were saying earlier. When you make this run in 2 years, what's going to be your, what's going to be your foundation? What you going to run on? Like, what's going to be your main policy of just like being real with the people and stuff? What's going to be your thing?
I have been afforded the opportunity to understand the needs of the people, the true needs of the people. People are struggling. People are confused. People need assistance. And we have an opportunity in this moment in Memphis to change the trajectory of what our city will look like in the next 20 years. I want to be a part of that. In order to understand that, you got to understand how government works. I understand that. I understand how the needs of the people are real. They're not fake. Not everybody's a bomb. Some people need an opportunity. Some people need a second chance, a third or fourth chance. And so you have to have elected officials in this season, in this capacity, that understand it and are willing to work with them, not to give them a handout, because Santa Claus is not real, but to really sit down with them and help them along the way so that they can see the light at the end of the tunnel and begin to do for themselves. That's how we change the trajectory of this city that is one of the most impoverished. The district that I'm running in has 2 of the most impoverished zip codes, number 1 and number 2 on the list of impoverished zip codes in the city of Memphis. That's 38126, which is South Memphis, 38127, which is Fraser, where I'm from. And for me to come from that community and climb out, for me not to go back and jump in with my people and help them get out would be a disservice and would weaken my resume. And it would not be something that I would be proud of. And so in order for me to complete my story, I have to be that prodigal son who comes back and helps out my people to show them that change is possible, success is possible, and living a good quality life free of crime is successful. It's possible.
Awesome. Let's say that is awesome. Let's say I'm the guy that's gonna come to you. And I'm saying what you say, I heard all that before. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be the one that says, but if I heard it before, what makes you hit different? What actions have done that you've done, or what's gonna make you hit different than any other politician I've heard before?
Great question. Check my receipts. I got receipts. Go back and look. If you coming to me, then you're not in the community, because I'm in the community every day fighting day in and day out for my people, making sure they have what they have. I'm not waiting to get the seat. I'm actually operating in that seat right now, treating it as I'm in that seat, doing it on the ground, serving the people. So if a person comes to me, you ain't been out here, because I'm doing everything. As a matter of fact, November 16th, I'm feeding the homeless, 150 people in the community right there at the KFC at Danny Thomas and Poplar. We're feeding 150 homeless people for Thanksgiving, giving them a quality meal so they can enjoy the holiday season as well. But we're going further than that, because we understand, like I said, you have to be in tune with reality. It's getting cold outside. So not only are we going to feed those people, but we're going to get those people skull caps, scarves, gloves, socks. I'm asking the community to be involved, to bring out gently used coats so they can stay warm in this season. And then we get wraparound service. Shout out to Commissioner Charlie Caswell, who is my mentor, who has shown me that we can make these dollars work in our community to address the issues of our young folks that are dealing with ACEs, adverse childhood experiences. We can help them along the way and teach them entrepreneurship. We can help our seniors. I'm involved. I own a home health care company for over 18 years, ensuring that the vulnerable population of the elderly and disabled have a place and have an option to stay at home and be taken care of, and not be put into facilities that don't treat them right. So my whole life has been doing the work. So I'm not asking for a seat for a title. I'm asking for a seat so I can sit at the table to sign a pen to bring the dollars back into our community where they belong.
Did that. When? So you said it's gonna be November 16th.
November 16th. Y'all come out, man. Y'all bring some of them coats. Some of them Gucci coats y'all can't fit no more. Y'all done got big, and y'all bought that coat when they was small. You ain't going back to being small, man. Bring that jacket out and bless somebody with it. You know what I'm saying? So
November 16th.
November 16th. We'll be right there at the KFC. It's gonna be a huge deal. A lot of the elected officials are supporting it. Shout out to Michael and Lisa Thomas, Councilwoman Pearl Walker, Chief Deputy Anthony Buckner, Mikael Lowry, Talisa Franklin, State Representative Antonio Parkinson. A lot of people are involved, and their list is growing stronger and stronger each day, because people know that together we can make a difference.
Yes, definitely.
What's the downside of politics? What's that dark side of politics?
I think when you come in like the president or anybody else, you come in with the idea of saving the world, and then you understand that the other entities that you have to get along with to make that happen. It's not just that one person that can wave a magic wand to make things happen, right? And you come in, you on fire, and you're excited. Like when I joined the ministry, I was like, oh yeah, I'm finna save souls. But you gotta deal with deacons and usher board and members and everybody else that you didn't account for. It's the same thing with city council or county commission, or you got 13 people on the commission, and you have to get 7 to 9 votes to get things approved. So you gotta have a relationship with everybody in your community, not just your community, to make things happen. So one of the things that I'm proud of is that I've connected with those county commissioners and city council people across the entire city that understand the vision that we have, and we all agree collectively that we need to put more dollars back into our community and more wraparound services to create and to address the mental health issues that have been compacted for so long and not been addressed, that are one of the key factors of the problems that we face in our city.
Hey, Will, I love these answers, man. Hey, I asked this question, I think, one time on our podcast a while back. Since we really we can't answer this, but I can ask you this. If we wanted to get more, let's say, money into into Memphis, let's say we want to grow our city, like Atlanta, whatever, what would be one of the suggestions, or what would be one ideas that you would implement if it didn't happen?
Sean.
Well, first thing we got to do is that we have to reach back. Right, we can't move forward until we go back and correct some things. So we got to get everybody on board for the most part, and that's part of it, is changing the mindset and everybody being on board and buying to the fact that we can be a better city. We can be a competitive city like Atlanta, Charlotte, Denver, those other areas. But you got to give people money in their pockets. You got to teach people how to make money, and we got to create jobs. The way we create jobs is to give people skill sets, technical schools, so that they can go in and be able to be productive members of society. If people are making money, then they're not more inclined to be focused on crime to survive. Not everybody who's doing crime is just doing crime because they like doing crime. They're doing that to survive. So if I can remove that stress and that burden from them by putting money in their pockets, then they're not going to do those crimes. Once crime is eradicated, and crime is dropping down to our new leadership to pat them on the back, But then once you do that, then businesses want to come in and be a part of it. It doesn't make sense to bring these multi-million businesses in if the people that migrate here are going to have their cars broken into, or even worse, killed. So once we address that issue there, that's going to be at the forefront is public safety. And once we do that, then the rest of the stuff will follow.
I was actually when you remember when at the beginning of when Harrington and Paul was running. I was actually on Harrington's team side by side with the one thing and shout out to Paul too. Paul, I just recently found out Paul is actually our cousin.
Paul Young, shout out.
Yeah, man. But Harrington, the one thing I love about Harrington is he's old school, and I really do feel like he's for the community. He's not even the type of person that like to, take money from people that he feels like is gonna that's I guess endorsing him to do something for people that's not of his people. So he's more of I'm in the streets, I'm in the neighborhoods, I'm relating to the people on like a personal level, on a level that we can actually have a conversation on. And I love that about him, because it was all about the people for him. But of course, he didn't win it, which is fine. How important is it to actually know the people in the community and for them to actually know who you are?
I think that's key. I mean, in order for people to trust you, they got to be able to believe that you understand their needs and you're willing to address their needs. And if there's a disconnect within that, then it's hard for me to trust you, right? So, I know you need school supplies, but I've never brought school supplies out. I never raised money to bring school supplies in, but I'm asking you to be your school board member. It don't work that way. So I think what this world needs right now, not only in the city of Memphis or Central Tennessee or the United States, is that the world needs to see people who really, really, truly are willing to roll their sleeves up and sit down and talk to the common man, talk to that person who's without, and understand their needs, understand where they're coming from, and not be so judgmental and say, oh, if I did it, you can do it. Not everybody has that same tenacity. But if I can reach out and show you how to do it, I think that's what's going to win the hearts of the people and the trust. Same thing with the police department. Right now we have a huge gap with the trust of the community and cop. And way to get back to that is community police. And police don't need to just pull up and show up when it's time to lock somebody up or unfortunately kill somebody, but just be able to park their car and walk down the street and play basketball with the kids and show them that they're here to protect and serve, not arrest and kill. Is a big gap that we have. Right. So it's about gaining trust. And that takes time and takes receipts.
I was about to ask, how long you think people could willing to wait till they see the results that you speak of?
I think when you wake up in the morning, you got to start on it. It's like anything. If you make mistakes, we can harbor on those mistakes, but and you rightfully so. You have the right to harbor on the mistakes that we've made as a people. But at the end of the day, you got to start seeing consistency, and consistency overall will override that doubt that you have. Because now I'm showing you every day, I'm talking to you, I'm communicating with you, seeing me out here. You're not just seeing me when it's time to run, but you're seeing me when there's a need. And it's more important to be there when there's a need than it is time to hit the valley.
Yeah. So that old saying, what's that old saying is, I can give a man a fish, but if I take that man to the lake and learn how to fish,
then he off my plate.
Exactly.
He out of my pocket.
Yeah.
And that's what I want for everybody. I want everybody to get it.
I love it. I love it, man. Well, man, we gonna be we finna go into the segment, man. This is where we actually try to understand the thought process behind, the guests, man. So this is the Universal Thought Challenge, where we ask would you rather questions.
Okay.
Right? All right, so I'm gonna ask you a few questions. It's gonna be would you rather do this or would you rather do that? Right? First question. Would you rather mentor aspiring entrepreneurs, right? Or collaborate with some seasoned experts in the industry?
Seasoned experts already got it. And if I got it, I think my obligation is to help those people who don't have it. So I'm always intrigued by the ideas and thought processes of the young entrepreneurs and new people coming up. And if I can help them overcome some stumbling blocks that I had to face, because nobody was going to tell me, I had to bump my head a lot of times. If I can allow that person to not bump their head so much, I think that's for a progression. And down the road, we'll get with those people who already have it.
Okay. So you basically you would rather mentor aspiring.
Yeah, I'd rather be around people who are sponges and willing to listen and learn.
Right.
Because the people who have it, they already got their mind made up on how they gonna do it.
Exactly. Okay, cool. Would you rather take a guaranteed profit each year, guaranteed every year, or gamble for a chance at exponential growth?
I like to gamble. I don't like being safe, because safety nets can be pulled from you. But if you're always constantly grinding and challenging yourselves, then you will always have an opportunity to make money. So no, I don't want anything guaranteed, because at the end of the day, nothing's guaranteed but taxes, death, and trouble. So let's focus on what we can do and not what we have. Because you already got it in the bank, but okay, that money in the bank, so what?
Right.
Let's focus on what we don't have.
Right. All right, cool. All right, would you rather have a successful business but limited personal time, right? Or a more modest business with plenty of free time?
Like to have a more modest business and plenty of free time, because time is something that you can't get back. And once that time is gone, father time is undefeated. And at one point one day you're not gonna wake up. So we gotta maximize the opportunities and the moments and the experiences that we have. Because you know what I'm saying, if you're chasing all this money and you don't have any experiences, you're just a rich dude with no life. No, give me a moderate business where I got more flexibility and time to do the things that I enjoy, like my wife and my family and my children.
Man, you're a real politician, man. You prepare for these now.
Hey man, this is my life. This is what I do, man.
Right. I love it, man. All right, so would you rather focus on personal development through education or through real world experiences?
Real world experiences, because books change. You know what I'm saying? At one point in time, they said Pluto was a planet. If I focus on that, now they say it's just the moon.
Yeah.
Right.
So things change within the books and the education process. But going through life experiences, once you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? And those experiences will come around again, and you'll know how to handle them. Hey, baby, what's up? Yes, ma'am.
All right, man. Last question, man. We're gonna get you up out of here, man. Would you rather achieve a major career milestone but sacrifice personal relationships? I already know your answer to this. Or maintain strong relationships while making slow career progress?
Nah, man, let's go big. I'll go big or go home. Hey, man, people that love you and care for you, they gonna understand that in this season you trying to get it. Those
Right.
people that gotta hold it over your head that you're not around. Hey man, we grown men. I ain't gotta talk to you every day. I ain't gotta see you every day. I catch you at a Grizzly game once a year. The rest of this time, 364. Man, I'm out here getting it. I get it on Christmas Day. I get it on Thanksgiving Day. I get it on 4th of July. I never understood people taking off on 4th of July when you can get overtime. You don't pop fireworks tonight. The barbecue ain't gonna be into the evening time. Why you off in the morning time, Peppy? You know what I'm saying?
It makes sense.
You don't eat Thanksgiving dinner till afternoon. Go get some bread first. Then I'm gonna get over here.
Yeah.
Fix me a plate. It's the same meal every year, turkey and dressing.
No vacation.
What we doing?
Yeah.
What we doing?
Big ride, dog. Big ride.
Well, man, I appreciate you, brother.
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all, man, taking the time out to ask a little guy like me, man, questions and stuff. And hopefully this will be a blessing to so many people on your podcast. I pray for nothing but success and exponential growth within y'all platform. It's a great platform, and I'm honored to be one little small piece of that puzzle to help y'all along the way.
I appreciate it, man. And definitely, like, when we run into certain people, it's certain people that we know can, like, definitely add to the conversation, man. So when we met you, it was a no-brainer.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that, man.
And also too, Will, man, for myself personally, you need me for campaigning, whatever you need me to do, help me, brother. I like where you're going, I like your mindset. I'm gonna be there with you, brother.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that. I'm very humbled by that. And it's going to take just more than just me. I need the people to buy into the vision that we all have to see our city safer, more prosperous, and more healthy.
Awesome, man. Hey, man, come out to Fat Charlie's in Harbor Town. Which address?
107 Harbor Town Square, the best kept secret in Memphis. Bring your A game when you're coming here. There's a lot of women being here, a lot of dudes being here, and they looking for y'all. But bring your A game.
Come on down.
Bring your A game.
It is nice. It is nice, y'all.
Bring your credit card, because it's expensive.
It ain't cheap.
It ain't cheap.
But ain't anything worth having. You won't pay for it. So come
It
on
ain't
down,
cheap,
y'all.
but it's good.
Yes.
Right.
There you go.
Hey, man, this has been another episode of Universal Thought Podcast, man. We'll see y'all on the next episode. You did.
Y'all take care of it.
All right.